6:30. Yeah.
6:30.
Oh, well.
All right. I call the regular meeting of the Milliken Board of Trustees of March 14th, 2018 to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the acting town clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Austin.
Here.
Trustee Ehrlich.
Here.
Trustee Rodriguez. Here. Trustee Burek.
Here.
Trustee Smith.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Meisner.
Here.
Mayor Woodcock.
Here. Agenda approval. Does anyone have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Yes, Your Honor. We would like to add a amended resolution for the appointment of the election judges. We had one of the alternates drop out, so we have an amendment, and that is on your consent agenda. So, we need to add it to your consent agenda. No, it's on there, okay. But we have an amendment from what is in your packet.
Anyone got a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Citizens' comment.
Katie Burek, 3160 Branding Iron Court. I'm speaking tonight on behalf of the Boys and Girls Club. I'm also on the board for the Weld County Boys and Girls Clubs. And I just wanted to bring up that we are having a fundraiser April 7th. And it's, thank you, Chief. It's being held in Greeley. We have a large fundraiser. It's the Elegant Night in Black and White, where we make the majority of our budget for this nonprofit. And every year, as a board member, we're asked to find donations or companies that are willing to contribute or sponsor tables. And every year, the police department and the Milliken Town Board put together a garden basket. And so we've got the wheelbarrow, and I just wanted to let you know that it will be here in the police station. And I would love to have any kind of garden contribution, would be fabulous. If you don't like to shop, I do. And I'd be willing to take your funds and buy garden materials. If you have any questions or want to know more about this event, I would love to talk to you after our board meeting tonight. Or you can go to bcng.weld.org and find out all that information for yourselves. We have a clubhouse here in Milliken. It used to be housed at Milliken Elementary. Its average daily attendance is between 80 and 90 kids. These are the kids that need us the most. And we also have a summer program. All of that for 1 year costs $10 per child. It's a very reasonable, if not low-cost program for our students and our kids here in our town. I have always supported our students and our children, and this is the fundraiser that my husband and I love to go to. And our friend Linda has come with us before. It's a wonderful gala. If you have the time and opportunity, I highly recommend you as well coming along. Or again, if you would like to donate anything from yourself or some friends, we would love to have more silent auction items. So, thanks. That's all.
Thank you. Any other citizens' comments? Crickets. Perfect. All right. Public comment is closed, and we're going to move on to approval of the minutes. Is there any discussion or comments on the minutes? If acceptable, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of February 28, 2018.
Also move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Leonard Weiss, the Town Administrator's Report.
Yes, Mayor, as I mentioned earlier at the work session, we did successfully sell the bonds today to refinance this particular building, resulting in a savings of about $113,000 on today's interest rate versus what the original financing was. In conjunction with that resale today, we got a higher rating from Standard & Poor's on the town of Milliken, a AA- rating, which is very, very good for the town. Means that Standard & Poor's is spreading the word nationally that Milliken's in pretty good shape. So pretty proud of that AA-. Also, today gave a presentation to the Energy Impact Board of DOLA for $1 million grant to get our RO water plant up and running. And at this point, still very optimistic. The questions weren't negative at all. But we will not find out for about 2 or 2.5 weeks whether we were successful in the full million or part of the million or nothing. That's all I have, Mayor.
We went from a rating of an A to an AA plus, right?
No, AA-.
Or AA minus, but we were at a singular A before.
A+.
A plus.
Okay.
Alrighty. Consent agenda. Are there any changes to the consent agenda? I'm ready for a motion.
Just one change. That's in the resolution.
We already did that.
We already proved that change.
Yeah, we already approved it.
So I move to accept the consent agenda with the change of on Resolution 18-04.
A second.
Acting Town Clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Austin,
Yes.
Trustee Ehrlich,
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
Trustee Burek,
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Meisner,
Yes.
Mayor Woodcock.
Yes. Moving on to the action agenda. Action agenda item A, ordinance number 762, amending sections 6 TAC 5, TAC 15, and 6 TAC 6, TAC 150 of Chapter 6, Business License and Regulations of Milliken Municipal Code. Any questions?
No, all we're doing is changing the time frame that a licensee is required to fulfill conditions. Is that correct?
Right.
So there's no other changes to the,
From 1 month, or from 1 year to 18 months.
Right.
okay. I'm good with that change.
I'll entertain a motion.
Move to accept ordinance number 762.
Have a second.
Second.
Acting Town Clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Austin,
Yes.
Trustee Ehrlich,
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
Trustee Burek,
No.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Meisner,
Yes.
Mayor Woodcock.
Yes. Action agenda item B, resolution number 18 TAC 07, selection and acceptance of bid proposal for Frank Sewer Project. And here's someone we don't get to hear much from, so I'm gonna make him come up anyways. Troy Sattersfield.
Hi, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Troy Satterfield. I work in the Water Wastewater Department for the town of Milliken. I'm here to present the Frank Sewer Project, as we call it. I'll be brief. In 2005, a deal was made with the Franks to provide sewer service to 1189 South Quintine. And in 2016, I was directed by former town administrator Kent Brown to make that happen. And so we hired an outside engineering firm, and after several hiccups as far as utilities and things like that went, we came up with a mutually agreed upon design. At that point, we then wrote an RFP and sent it out for bid. And if you'll notice, the 3 bids that we got back, vary greatly. If you go from lowest to highest, they almost double each time. And we were concerned with the lowest bid, considering it was so much lower than the other two bids. So we called the contractor and spoke with the owner and confirmed that everything their bid included was included in the design plan. So we felt comfortable with their questions, and staff would recommend moving forward on the Frank Sewer project.
With which bid are we taking, the lowest one at 16?
Yeah, 39,800.
Oh, 39,800.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys have any?
Your Honor, I move to approve resolution number 18-07, awarding a bid for the sanitary sewer extension to 1189 South Quintine and authorizing the mayor to sign a construction contract for such project.
Second.
You want the mayor to sign it or the town administrator?
It says mayor. I don't care.
I sign all kinds
Town
of stuff.
administrator can sign it.
Yeah. Do
Linda.
we have it inspected?
Linda.
I'm sorry.
The motion says for the mayor to sign it. Shouldn't this be the town administrator?
It can be either. If you
Does
would
it
like to
matter?
change it to the town administrator, I don't believe so under your purchase.
We'd rather have Leonard on the hook than both.
Okay.
I like it.
I will amend my motion to having the town administrator sign the contract.
I'll second it.
Acting town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Ehrlich,
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
Trustee Austin,
Yes.
Trustee Burek,
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Meisner,
Yes.
Mayor Woodcock.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Roy.
Thanks, Troy.
Now we're gonna go into the informational agenda and have the finance manager, Courtney Diller, give us a little bit of information on TBK banking letter.
So I provided you a memo with some background on when North Star went to TBK Bank back in October, and we had asked them if we were going to be receiving the 1% fee that we had heard rumored, and we were told no. And now on March 5th, I received the letter stating they are going to implement the 1% fee on any funds over the $250,000. But Leonard and I met with Susan and her supervisor yesterday, and they assured us that they will work with us and they won't put into place the 1% fee effective April 1st. They just want us to get our funds moved out. So with that being said, we are going to need to find other banking options.
With our banking, the money we have in that bank right now, it would cost us like $98,000 a month to keep our money there. Not something, you heard a presentation earlier this evening, there's better ways to spend our money. Even though they're a local bank, they do not care about losing our money because they have to go out and buy bonds to secure public money. So we do need to change. We have to, the way I understand our policies, your policies, we need to do RFPs for banking services. Whatever we come up with is not going to be as convenient as across the street, but we do need to change.
Can we consider diversifying and keeping some funds over here for ease of making the deposits and then just doing transfers to other banks?
Yeah, that was going to be a suggestion, is that maybe we take at least the cash deposits to this bank, and then we can get change for the cash drawer and whatnot, but to do the checks to a different bank. Because on some
Yes.
days, if we get a large amount from building permits, it can be
Yes.
over that 200,000 just for that day. So,
Okay.
How many times has that bank sold in the last 3 years?
3,
That's what I thought.
yeah.
They're on a corporations out of Texas now, right?
Yes, correct.
I thought the home office was Iowa.
No, Texas.
What will be our options?
Well, we'll have to do an RFP and see what we come up with. Leonard and I had previously just had discussions with Chase and First National back in September timeframe, when we had thought we might get this right away and hadn't, so.
Yeah, well, that's what-
But it was just a discussion. We would have to do an RFP and get prices.
So whatever bank we choose, we'll be traveling to that bank on a daily basis, or?
Well, depending on, some of the banks will send a courier to get the checks. That's why we thought, well, maybe if we keep cash here, and then we could just wire the funds from here to whatever other bank we choose. Or they have the scanners now where you just scan it through and it goes directly into your account.
Okay,
Or another bank suggested putting a safe in our building that we lock it in and they come get it weekly. So we'll just have to figure
Okay.
out the best and safest way
so
to
there's
do it.
alternatives that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they told you guys back in September that they weren't gonna do this to you guys, right?
Correct.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
I think the remote deposit is for the check portion, is one of the safest banking methods.
Right.
And
I think armed
Okay.
guards are.
less costly for remote deposit. And banks love it.
Are there any other questions for Courtney? Do you have any more
We
info?
definitely need to move.
I think,
on.
so you're okay with us proceeding with an RFP to?
Yes.
All right.
I need to be alerted though.
Okay. Yep.
If that's the direction we're gonna go in, I have to talk to my
Notify.
management.
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right, well, thank you for the information.
Thank you.
Anything
Yep.
else from you guys down there at the informational table? All right, the time is 6:47 and the meeting is adjourned.
We're gonna have a motion to adjourn.